What's up, and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking about 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. This is part 2 of season 4, episode 13, and the title of this episode is The Pleasure Principle. Let's start off with David and Lana. Okay, so David and all of these noises, disgusting, creepy, and weird. But let's first go back, I should say, to 24 hours earlier where they introduce us to Lana. So Lana is 28 years old, and they show us her in Kyiv, where she recently moved to. To me, she already has plans to move to America just by her conversation. She says that she loves makeup and the beauty field, and adding she cannot wait to try all the best products in the U.S. The producer questions Lana on all of her previous relationships. She responds that she hasn't had many relationships in her past, nor has she been married or engaged because she hasn't found a man worthy. She says because of that, she decided to register to an online dating site, going on to say never would she have predicted that she'd meet a foreigner like David. They begin showing all these photos of David when he was in his mid-40s, it looks like. And I'm like, David, you a hot mess. And it's just hecka funny to me seeing that he submitted all those younger photos of him. That man is now in his 60s, so he needs to be sharing current photos. I'm just saying. The whole time I'm laughing because I'm like, the deception is real. So back to Lana. She says that she wrote to David first because she liked his photo and what he wrote in his bio. Lana adds that she was attracted to them having a lot in common with one another. They both like to travel, and she says that he has an excellent sense of humor. The producer then says to her, "Why did you specifically look for foreigners for yourself?" Lana responds, So we all know what that means and what the motive really is behind her talking to David. Lana says that she has never been to the U.S., but she's dreamed of visiting there. She wants to see the country of great opportunities, as she put it. So the more Lana talks, she mentions the fact that she is aware that David is in Kyiv and that she has been busy with her nephew's hockey tournaments. While at this coffee shop, Lana gets a call from her friend. She tells her friend that she'll be meeting an American who is 60 years old from Las Vegas. And her friend's like, ooh, from the site? Her friend's next words out of her mouth is he wealthy? And Lana responds, he gets paid well. So Lana thinks that she has hit the jackpot, and so does her friend. That's just the vibes I'm getting. You can tell that she's just into this just to see what she can benefit from by being with David. They only care about if David is wealthy and will he be bringing gifts, when they should care about why is this 60-year-old man all infatuated with this 28-year-old, want to know more about his background, does he have a record, the real important things. The producer questions her on if she's ever met other men on the dating site before, and she says yes. The producer goes on to say, what kind of relationships were they? Answer the question, please. And Lana remains quiet. The producer then says, does this site pay you to be social? Lana quickly answers no and is like, like she's bothered by these questions. They're touching a spot because there has to be some truth and there has to be some underlying motive as to why she is pursuing foreigners and not people that live where she lives. So Lana says when David was in her hometown, she was also there at that time as well. She is aware that David was waiting for her at that restaurant, but says that she changed her mind about showing up. She claims that she never lied to David about the reasons that she didn't show up the last 5 times. But I don't believe a word that she says. She feels as though she's ready now to meet David and wants to see what it's like in real life. And then she'll decide on her future with him. She doesn't look 28 to me. She looks much older than how she looks in those photos. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Geoffrey. So it's been 3 weeks since Geoffrey has been home from Russia and says Varya still has been blowing up his phone, but he wants to put that whole situation behind him and move on. He claims her saying not right now to his proposal hurts, all while he's putting hair products in his hair to get ready for a date with another woman. Yeah, sure. It looks like you're heartbroken, buddy. You look so heartbroken, and I say that in the most sarcastic way. Geoffrey is taking Mary to dinner. Now, you all don't forget about Mary, okay? And he feels that he should explore things with Mary. He reflects back on when Mary said, "Why not me?" Remember her in the very beginning? Why not me? I know all about your past. I accept you for who you are. Why not me? He wasted no time hitting up Mary as soon as he got back home. He says they tried in the past to have a relationship but weren't on the same timeline. He feels like now things can be different. The producer says, "Do you talk to Varya at all?" And he says, "No, not at all. But I know she still has feelings for me, but I wasn't going to be in an iffy relationship." He says that he wants to find happiness and that he really sees a future with Mary. No, Mary is his backup plan. Let's just be real. And someone that will easily fill the void that he has for Varya. It's simple. So in walks Mary, looking all dry. He meets Mary at this restaurant. They're going out to dinner, y'all. In walks Mary again, looking all dry. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just speaking the truth. That's just what I feel. I feel she looked real dry. That coat, that type of coat she was wearing with that dress, that doesn't match. Like, you taking a casual style dress and you putting it with a fancy looking like fur type coat. Like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no Mary, no Mary, no Mary. So Mary says that she is aware that Geoffrey proposed to Varya, but she says as soon as he got back, they started hanging out. He wasted no time. Mary is okay with being a rebound, okay? Mary says that she wants to make sure that Geoffrey is all in like she is. Geoffrey says to Mary, "Are you seeing anyone?" He goes on to say he can honestly say he wants Mary as his life partner or a friend forever. Hold up. It's just been 3 weeks. And you already now can see her as a life partner. Okay. So Mary says that she would like a relationship, and Geoffrey hops so quick to say, "Let's do this then." This is a joke. Mary tells him on one condition, "Are you still talking to Varya?" And Geoffrey looks away saying, "No, not at all." I think he has been in contact with Varya despite what he's saying. I don't believe anything that comes out of this dude's mouth. And Geoffrey says that the direction that he's going with Mary feels right and feels good. So he's willing to do whatever it takes to prove to her that he's serious about this. They both cheers to their future, but I don't think that she even believes what he's saying. Mary is not buying it. He says maybe he didn't need to go all the way to Russia to find love, and maybe Mary is his life partner. Comment down below on this foolishness. Let me know your thoughts about the con man, Geoffrey. Let's move on to Avery and Ash. So Avery and Ash will be going to spend some time with Taj before they leave. And Avery says that it's bittersweet seeing him with Taj because the last thing she wants to do is create problems between him and his son. I think that this situation is a no-brainer, but she still feels like it's something to think about. I really don't. Taj is only 9 years old, and I think he is still very much so at an impressionable age where he needs to see, spend time, and learn from his father. He needs to put his child, and I'm talking about Ash, he needs to put his child first, and Avery needs to realize he is not the right guy for her, and she needs to put her children first. Too many challenges along with the way that he deals when he's faced with serious conversations, the way he showed his tail at that dating seminar, and also after the dating seminar when she questioned him about a lot of things. When they got back to the house, he's packing bags and throwing stuff, and you need to work hard. You need to show me, you need to tell me you love me and you want me to like all of that extra stuff. Oh boy, no. That would have been enough for me, but I guess it's not enough for Avery. So in her own timing, in her own way, because I did hear that they are currently now broken up. I mean, they're no longer together now, but I am going along with what we're seeing on the show. Not talking about spoilers of what's currently going on. I'm talking about what we're actually seeing on this show. After her having this trip with him and seeing his actions and the different things that he was doing, I would have been done. Seeing how he withheld certain important information, I would have been done. How he loves to make everything seem so light and airy and smooth, like everything is just okay, and not really focusing on reality. Like, I would have been cool. Like, goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Thanks for showing me around Australia, but I'm going back home. So I need to hear your thoughts on Avery and Ash. Let's move on to Stephanie and Ericka. And this is going to be really short because they're really boring. So Ericka says that her feelings were very strong. So right now it's really hurtful and confusing. Everything that has transpired between her and Stephanie. Ericka goes on to confide in her mother about the things that happened between her and Stephanie. I really love the bonding moment. I love that where it's like they show, I don't care how old you get. You have those moments when you just need your mom. You just need a hug. You just need someone to talk to. So if you are fortunate to have a mother in your life that is a part of your life, cherish that. Cherish that bond because it is so important. It's so needed. And I just love seeing that. I could care less about Stephanie and Ericka, but I love the fact that despite what she's going through, she has someone to talk to. Her mom, she sat on her mom's lap. Her mom hugged her and embraced her. I just thought that was a beautiful moment. Ericka says that she's done with Stephanie and there's been so many red flags, but there's just too many issues that Stephanie needs to work through personally. And I agree. Let's move on to Geoffrey. Back to the con man. So Geoffrey says that it's been nice to get back to his boys and hang out. He also has been spending time with Mary and says that moving from a friendship to a relationship is different, fresh, and feels comfortable. He's lying through his teeth when he adds that he loves it and wants more of it. While out with his boys, he says, "You remember Mary, right?" And his boys tell the camera crew that they're happy for their dad and that him moving on with Mary gives him someone to talk to. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say this, and it is what it is. I'm just going to say it. Geoffrey and his boys give off creepy vibes to me. Them in these woods and talking, I don't know. I don't know what it is. In my part 1 of this episode, 13, one of my Rumor Has It official besties even said the same thing. That the dynamic between Geoffrey and these boys is a little bit weird, strange, off, all of that. So I totally agree. Now, they question their dad if he has been talking to Varya, and he doesn't say yes or no, but just responds that she reached out and he's not into wasting time. I think that he still has been keeping in contact with Varya and he's keeping her on a string and also entertaining Mary since Mary is in his hometown, someone who is quick, easy access that he can hang with, kiss on, cuddle up with, do with, all that. Hey, I'm just saying. So Geoffrey says that he's just trying to live life to the fullest and that he's going to focus on Mary because the timing is right. In the next scene, they show Varya walking in the airport. And I'm like, what? Say what? Varya's tourist visa got approved. Now, I don't remember her even saying that she applied for one. So this was a complete shock to me. And she is there to get Geoffrey back. So she is popping up in Knoxville to surprise Geoffrey. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I wasn't expecting this at all. Comment down below and let me know if you were shocked like myself. Varya says that she doesn't care about his past anymore or what his family thinks, so she will be there for 2 weeks. Varya is booking a hotel for 1 night and then plans to spend the duration of her trip at Geoffrey's place. Varya is hoping that Geoffrey will propose again. And I'm like, no, Varya, you're making a big mistake, sweetie. Okay? You did the right thing the first time. After the way he treated her, I would have visited America. I would have used my tourist visa. I would have went to America, but went somewhere else and posted on my social media as a way of throwing it back up in his face. Like, I'm here in America and I ain't tripping on you, doing my thing. Boo, boo. I wouldn't have used my tourist visa on going to see that jerk. I'm just saying. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to Lisa and Usman. So Lisa is leaving and Usman chases after her. He's chasing after his green card because he knows this is the way to get to America. This is his golden ticket. Okay, so he can't, he does express how he feels, and whether he's right or wrong, it doesn't matter because he knows he can't make her upset for too long. He has to stay up under Lisa so that he can get to America, so they could follow through with applying for this spousal visa. Lisa says that if she was in her country, she would have cut him off, but she loves him. Girl, please. It ain't got nothing to do with because you're in his country. That's the only reason why you ain't cutting him off. Girl, goodbye. When Usman gets her to sit down, he gets her to sit back down to talk. Lisa starts yelling and talking over him. Usman tells Lisa that when he tells a fan he loves them, it's not in the way that she thinks. Lisa tells the camera crew that she doesn't think Usman has ever had a woman put him in his place. Yeah, Lisa, you're right. He's never been with a controlling, nagging, and dominant granny like you. Usman tells Lisa that he thinks it's better for her to understand him and trust him. Usman is aware that Lisa is still looking forward to a proposal. He says that he still wants to marry Lisa because going to America is very important to him. Not because he loves her and wants to be with her, but because going to America is important. Usman is so bold, okay? And has never hid his motives from jump. I mean, you got to respect that. We know clearly why he's with her. It's really no secret. Usman says that he doesn't know if leaving his family and career for someone who yells at him on a daily basis is worth it. He doesn't know if Lisa is worth it. And buddy, I'm here to tell you, it's not worth it. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's move on to David's nasty tale and Lana. So where we last left off, David finally spots Lana. She runs to him to hug him once. And then this man the whole time is making these noises. And he just keeps hugging her. My thoughts during this scene are ill, creepy, weirdo, awkward. Comment down below one of your thoughts while you were watching this whole scene with him hugging on Lana. He's making all these nasty noises in her ear, and I just want to throw up. Like, where is my bucket? Okay, where's my barf bag? Because I want to throw up. This just sounds nasty. It's creepy. He's not even talking to her or saying anything. Like, dude, use the doggone Google Translator app and say something, for crying out loud, because the girl doesn't even speak English. The producer pulls Lana to the side and says, "Why did you come today?" And Lana says that she felt that he is her soulmate, sort of. Let me say that again. Lana says she felt that he was her soulmate, sort of. She goes on to say that David is a very attractive man, better than what she expected. She adds her first impressions is that she likes everything about David except his leather coat. I was rolling when she said that because in my YouTube stories, I commented about how it looked like he was wearing a hefty trash bag. You guys know them hefty trash bags. Oh my God, I cannot. David just keeps hugging her, talking about it's so cold and making these noises. This nut job says that it's time for them to start their lives together. He is so happy in this moment, but I have a feeling, and I hate to break it to you, buddy, it will be cut short real soon, because in the previews they show for episode 14, he tells her that he hired a private investigator. Why would you tell somebody that? You're going to automatically creep them out. They're going to think you're a creeper, a stalker, you're weird, and maybe you are all of those things. But she is not going to be for that. No. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Let's go back to Varya. So Varya is getting ready to go and surprise Geoffrey. Varya says that she wants to find him still in love with her. As she gets ready, she's getting very nervous. So they show her she's packing up her things because she's confident that he will allow her to stay with him. Once they get in the taxi, the driver makes sure to get her 15 minutes of fame and starts questioning Varya on what she is about to go do. The driver tells Varya there is always second chances because Varya tells the driver that he proposed and she said no. So she's like, there's always second chances. Varya says that she's ready to surprise her man. Now he her man. She didn't tell him that she was coming out of fear that he might tell her not to come. Once Varya arrives, Geoffrey's dogs. Oh my God. What in the world is he feeding those dogs? What type of dogs are they? I would have been so scared. And she just walks up and tells them, she's like, tell them, stop, no, stay, or whatever she's saying to him. So this is why I say that Geoffrey knew Varya was coming, because he didn't look surprised, but was trying to fake it off. That's just what I felt. Comment down below your thoughts. I believe that the production crew, they had to get his permission before showing up, because they'd have to mic him and Varya. They have to be mic'd so that we can hear what's being said. So when he opens the door, he's like, what are you doing here? And Varya wraps her arms around him saying, surprise, I came here for you. Aren't you happy to see me? And Geoffrey was trying to play it off, but he was so happy. He was happy as I don't know what, and had his arms wrapped around Varya too. He didn't, have his arms on the side of his sides like Lana did when David was hugging her. So all of a sudden you hear what's going on, and around the corner comes Mary Had a Little Lamb. Mary Had a Little Lamb, child. She comes around that corner, and Geoffrey is sitting there with the biggest smile on his face with his head down. He is loving and living for this moment. Two women there for him. Oh, he's eating this up. He loves it. So I really need to hear your thoughts on 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days. This is part 2 of season 4, episode 13. The title of this episode is The Pleasure Principle. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and check that out as well. But I need you guys to comment down below on this video and let me know your thoughts of this episode. Give this video a big thumbs up for me and share it with a friend who also loves watching 90 Day Fiance. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time I make an upload. I hope that you all enjoyed this recap, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.